Good morning. It feels like it's been so long since I've just been in Sydney and been chatting to you. I've really missed just doing like a nice Sydney homely cozy vlog. Like honestly, I feel like these are some of my favorite videos to film because kind of just like the most accurate representation of my real life. Like obviously we've just got back from Korea, so my last few videos have been all about Korea, which was so fun, but now I'm settling back into normal life. And when I say settling back in, let me tell you, it's taken me a hot minute, and it's actually, this hot minute is kind of turning into a hot few weeks where I'm just like struggling to get back into routine. Like not even in the sense of like I am going to the gym, going running, like I am doing all of those things, but I just, for some reason, my sleep pattern all over the place, and I can't even blame jet lag because there's only a 2-hour time difference between Australia and Korea, but usually I wake up naturally around like 5 or 6 in the morning. Tell me why I've been getting up at like 7:30. I don't know, to most people that is like still early, but to me like 7:30 is late. Like I've already missed a good chunk of the morning at 7:30, but here we are. This morning I actually do know a little bit why I was later than normal, and that's because we have been obsessed with watching The Traitors. We stayed up last night to finish the final episode of season 2 of the UK Traitors, so that's why I'm kind of a little bit tired today. But the whole reason why we ended up watching The Traitors is because last weekend? I think it was last weekend. I went camping, and if you know me at all, I am not a camping girly. It's not my vibe, it's not my thing, but it was one of my friend's birthdays and we did a surprise party for her. I actually didn't film anything at all for it mainly because it was kind of like a big group of people that I didn't really know all too well. Like I knew some people, but not everyone, and I hate being that person that's just like putting the camera up. But anyway, it was so much fun. We went to Cockatoo Island, which is like basically a little island in the harbour, and they've got all of this like camping set up there. So we stayed there and we played a game of The Traitors, and honestly, it was one of the most fun nights I've had in a really, really long time. It was just like so different. Everyone was like so involved in the game. It was just like everything about it was just so fun. But that was my first weekend back after being in Korea, and I really probably could have done with like a nice chilled lazy weekend, and I didn't get to do it. So that's kind of what I'm hoping this weekend is going to be, but I do still have quite a bit going on this weekend, so I'm going to take you along with me. First on today's agenda is a Pilates class. I have been back loving Pilates again, getting back into the routine with that a little bit. I feel like when I was doing my triathlon, I just didn't have the time to do Pilates, but now I'm back on it and I'm loving it. So I'm going to go do a class now. Pilates is finished. I actually really enjoyed that class. I feel like I'm enjoying having some variation again between weights and cardio, because like for the triathlon I obviously did nothing but cardio for the longest time, and it's just nice to do something a little bit different again. But we are going to go have a little quick wander around the Westfield. I think Stephen wants to get some sports vests. I actually don't want to buy anything, but I just fancy going for the walk, so we're going to go do that, maybe go get a coffee, and then he's actually going off to play paddle, and then this afternoon I am going to see Imogen because we're going wedding dress shopping. Going to give us a little haul. What are you getting? The vest king himself, more sports vests. I find it crazy to think that I literally used to shop so much. I used to spend so much money on clothes. Like I'm talking a parcel arriving at least once a week. And now like I barely buy anything new. Like I feel like I've got a good amount of stuff in my wardrobe. There's definitely still some gaps, but I do feel like on the whole I've got pretty much like a good capsule wardrobe now, and I love the fact that I don't waste tons and tons of money on shopping anymore.
Hi, it's gone. Can I get an iced latte, please?
Can I please get a strawberry matcha?
Did you want a small or large for both of those?
I'll just have a small, please.
Yeah, small please. Thank you. Thank you. Cheers.
No, I don't want to. Liquid paddle. Paddle.
Do you like Stephen's song? So we just went and got matcha. Not very like me. You guys know I don't drink really coffee or anything like this, but we actually a little while ago went and had my first proper matcha. I say proper. My first like cafe bought matcha at Harry's down in Bondi, and actually that was really, really nice. So I thought we'll give this one a go today. But I would say it's not as nice as the Harry's one, but I feel like there's too much chunks of strawberry. Yeah, I don't know. I'd give this like a 6 out of 10. Update on the matcha. I'm gonna deduct points again. I actually feel like it's not even a 6 out of 10. I don't really like it that much, but it was like $10, so I feel like I have to drink it because I don't want to waste it. I would have wasted $10, but I need to do a food shop. I have been really, really, really lazy recently and haven't been doing a weekly food shop, which is what we usually do. And that means that we've been going into the supermarket like every single day, and I feel like then I never know what I want to eat and I never feel like cooking, so we end up either getting something not unhealthy but just not super healthy, or we end up spending a fortune and buying loads of crap that we don't really need. So I'm gonna try get back onto the food shops this week. I like to shop at Coles, mainly just because it's our closest supermarket, and I do think that Coles is a bit cheaper than Woolies. So that is the plan. I need to do a food shop. I've already done my food plan, so I already know which meals we're gonna have next week, but I just need to sort of like look through the cupboards and see what we have and what I actually need to buy. So I want to try be back on track. I feel like recently I've just been doing whatever I want rather than trying to be like super disciplined, super strict. And at the minute, because I'm running so much for the marathon, I do need to be mindful that I'm A, getting enough protein in, and B, get enough calories and carbs in, because I actually think that there's probably some days where I'm like not even close to hitting my maintenance. And not because I don't eat a lot, but just I guess the meals that I'm eating are so used to like my calorie deficit meals that they're just not quite hitting the mark for all of the exercise I'm doing at the minute. So that's my plan right now, so I'm going to do that, and then I will touch back in with you guys afterwards. I am just starting to get ready to go wedding dress shopping. I actually don't have heaps of time. It's 1:30 now. I need to be at the wedding dress shopping for 3, but basically I've actually done a click and collect order to Priceline, like near where we're going for the wedding dress shopping. So I just need to leave myself enough time to go to Priceline and we'll actually find where it is and go there. The reason that I did a click and collect to the Priceline is because I don't know how well you can see it right now, but I have huge problems with frizzy hair. I feel like since moving to Australia, my hair just like cannot withstand the humidity here. Like, and for a while I really didn't know what it was. Like, was it the humidity or was it something else? Because I just had no idea. Anyway, when we went to Korea, all of a sudden it was like my frizz just kind of like disappeared. Like, it was nowhere near as bad as it usually is. And then we got back to Australia and it was horrendous again. So putting 2 and 2 together, I have come to the conclusion that it is the humidity. Like, you can kind of see it here. Like, I've got like all of these like little crazy hairs, and to be honest, part of me even then was thinking like, do I actually have curly hair? Because some of these hairs that are like up here, they are like almost ringlety, but I mean my hair is like pretty straight, but maybe I'm one of those people that actually secretly has wavy hair that they never knew about. I'm pretty sure when I was a kid, like I've got baby photos and my hair is like ringlet curls, so I don't know if that is something that like you grow out of, or like I said, maybe my hair is actually just wavy deep down, so who knows. But I ended up buying a couple of products, and I'm trying to be good with my money at the minute. So I went into Chemist Warehouse and I found the 2 things that I was going to buy. And then I was just like Googling them to look at the reviews and read the reviews, and I realized that they were cheaper at other stores, and the local Priceline near me didn't have it. So I ended up just doing click and collect to the Priceline that's near the wedding dress shop. And then I went to Woolies to get this, which is a heat protectant. This is the Schwarzkopf, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, Schwarzkopf? You get the gist. Keratin Heat Protect Spray, and this actually says it has anti-frizz, 3-day style control. And one thing about me is I typically don't try loads and loads of different products. I like to find products that I like and that are good, and then I will finish the whole bottle until it's out. So I haven't tried a new heat protectant in a while, but mine has run out, and to be honest, I've been a bit naughty recently and I've been blow drying my hair without any heat protectant. So I'm gonna try this today. I'm actually also gonna straighten my hair because I keep seeing things online that say that heat helps get rid of frizz. I don't know if that's right. I literally usually never use any heat on my hair aside from blow drying it. Like, I don't tend to curl or straighten it that often, but that is what we're gonna do today. But actually, before I start doing that, also I just wanted to side note, these straighteners These are Babyliss straighteners. I have had these since I reckon I was about 14 years old. I'm 28 now, so I reckon I've had these for 14 years. So when I just said a second ago that I like to use things until they run out or break, this is a good example of that because I've had these for 14 years. And actually, I remember my dad bought these for me when he had just moved into a new place, and I think he just wanted to have it set up so that me and my sister like had everything we needed there, because you know, we would have been like, well, I would have been a young teenager, she would have been like closer to 18 at that stage, and I think he just wanted us to have everything there so we didn't need to carry loads of stuff over to his place. So they're still going strong. The other thing I wanted to show you guys is this cream that I picked up in Korea. This is Astura, I don't know how you pronounce that, the Atto Barrier 365 cream. I've been using this for like a couple of days now, and it's a really bizarre cream. It's basically to repair your skin barrier, and I've been using it morning and night, and it's like, feels quite thick when you put it on. Like, it feels like you're adding a layer of something to your face. And obviously the Koreans are known for their skincare, but I didn't really buy much out there because, like, I just keep saying, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I don't tend to just like try products just for the sake of trying them. Like, I'll buy something if I actually need something, and my moisturizer ran out when we were there, so I decided to get one. Which actually brings me on to, though, I feel like I've been having absolute murder with my skin at the minute. My skin, my hair, I feel like I've just been in a little bit of a rut, if you want to call it that, a rut, I guess. And I've just been feeling a bit down. I feel like I've been feeling down about my weight, I've been feeling down about my skin, I've been feeling down about my hair. And a couple of days ago I went for a run, and I finished the run, feeling really, really unfit. And I basically found myself like almost crying, and I'm not a huge crier. Like, I'm not super emotional. I don't really cry over little things most of the time. And I found myself getting a bit upset with myself, which was bizarre because when I actually looked at the run stats afterwards, like, it was pretty speedy for me. Like, in fact, it was very speedy for me. But I've just been like so in my head, like my runs have been feeling horrendous at the minute. And then I realized that I'm due on my period, and I was like, it all makes sense now. And I normally, to be honest with you, like, my periods don't usually affect my moods like that much. Like, I'm very, very lucky in the sense that, like, it doesn't really affect me that I notice most months, but I don't know, something's going on this month, and I've just been emotional. I feel like I've been really down. I feel like I've been just really, really hyper critical of myself, and I don't love that. That's not a very nice feeling. So anyway, that's why I feel like I need a little bit of TLC. So I was like, fuck it, I'm finally gonna go buy some little bits and pieces that I might need. How do I open this? So I can just actually try and combat my problems rather than just complaining about them and not actually doing anything about them. So I hope I'm actually using this right. I'm assuming you literally just spray it on. I just realised I am an idiot because I just told you guys that I needed to go to Priceline to go pick up this hair oil that I bought. And I was thinking, why haven't I got my confirmation yet that my click and collect is ready to pick up? And that's because the store isn't open on the weekends, which is really annoying because the store that I've click and collected it to is in the city, and like, I don't really go into the city that often, so that's annoying. So anyway, I've just emailed them to try and hopefully cancel that, but now I'm kind of ready super early and I don't really need to leave yet. I do need to eat something, but I don't know, well, A, I don't have any food in the house, and B, I don't really have enough time to go and get something before I actually do need to leave to get into the city. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do. So I'm on my way to meet Imogen. I actually hate being late to places. That's like one of my pet peeves, is when people are late, but I need to be there at 3 and it's 2:54 right now. My maps has taken me like the weirdest way to get there. Like, it's literally taken me through a Westfield on my Google Maps, through H&M, to hopefully be there in a minute, but I probably might be a minute or two late. It depends how easy I find it to actually find the store. So this wedding shop is called Eternal Bridal, and it's in a little shopping, it's not really a shopping centre, it's kind of like a, oh hey, how are you?
Hello.
How are you?
How are you?
You look lovely. I like this.
Thanks.
Really nice. I know. I don't think I ever realised that all of this was in here.
I know there's so many shops as well.
So much in here.
So many.
Sorry, I was saying before, so we're at a shop called Eternal, no, you're all good, Eternal Bridal in the Strand in the city, so in Sydney CBD, and I don't know, I've got a good feeling about today. I have a good feeling that Imogen's going to find the dress, but we're basically just having a look through all the wedding dresses right now so she can pick some out to try on. Now, obviously, I am not going to show you guys any of the dresses, but we could maybe have found 2 potential dresses that could be the one. She's about to come out in another one. Oh, that is nice as well.
So this is a much whiter color as well. So it's a good opportunity
Yeah,
to
she's saying
see. Yeah.
It's white for the other one.
Gorge.
Is it one?
She's got a dress on at the minute that is unbelievable.
Well,
So
I
nice.
saw that. I picked that out, didn't I? Oh, yeah, let's see.
Oh my god. So Imogen's finally said yes to the dress! Yay!
Oh my god, so excited!
Took us 4 shops, a few hours.
It's been hard. Send me that cheers picture.
And a lot of dresses.
And a lot of dresses, guys. But it's, I think we're there, guys. Yeah.
Just got back home. Imogen did say yes to the dress, but she was having some buyer's remorse as I just left her. So told her just to sleep on it, see how she feels in the morning. But anyway, I just came home, got a Domino's. Also, just needed to preface this, Domino's in Australia is so freaking cheap. I just got a pizza and a garlic bread for $12, which is like £6. Tell me why in England you spend £20 on just the pizza. But anyway, that's what I'm signing off for tonight, and I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning! I did not film very much yesterday evening, but basically I'm like 99% sure Imogen is going to say yes to the dress. I feel like she had like a little bit of, not buyer's remorse afterwards, but like just overthinking. Basically, I feel like she was overthinking and she was getting a bit overwhelmed, but like we're pretty sure she's going to say yes to the dress. She's going to call the shop today and have a chat with them, but that's super exciting for her. I'm so happy. I feel like the experience yesterday was way better than any of the other shops that we've been to. It was called Eternal Bridal, by the way, in the Strand in Sydney CBD. The lady that was helping us she had a lot of experience, like she was listening to what Imogen was saying, whereas I feel like some of the other shops we've been to, like they haven't been that great. Like the actual people that are helping you try stuff on, like they didn't seem as knowledgeable as the lady that we had yesterday. And like Imogen was saying, okay, I do like this, don't like this, and instead of the sales assistant just trying to like force her to try loads of like different stuff, she actually was like properly listening to what Imogen was saying and then finding alternate dresses that would match what she wanted. So anyway, there were 2 dresses that she was choosing between, and I think we know which one she's going for, so I'm so happy for her. We ended up just going out to celebrate afterwards and have a few drinks, and then I came home and went to bed. So that was pretty much it. Today I've got a long run on the cards. I want to run 18 kilometers today, which is like the longest that I have ran probably since I did 28 kilometers for my 28th birthday in August, and we're in April now, so long time ago. But long runs are officially back on the table every week, so that's the plan for today. Gonna go get the food shop in a second and then have a big breakfast to get myself some energy and then head out on my long run. I have most definitely been procrastinating going out on this run because I've been sat here being like, oh, my phone needs to be on 100% battery before I go out. But really, I'm actually just delaying the inevitable, which is that I've got to go and run 18 whole kilometers, and I'm feeling quite nervous. Not gonna lie, guys, I'm feeling very nervous. I'm actually just gonna go and do loops of my local park because I don't think I've got the brain power today to like plan out a route. So it's basically like 5 laps of the local park, roughly. Oh, even just saying that out loud, 18 kilometers is so bloody long, and I want to try and keep my heart rate low, which means it's gonna be a slow run, which means it's gonna take even longer, and I can literally hear myself talking myself out of this run. No, we're gonna go do it. Tell myself I'm gonna do it, so therefore gonna go and do it. I'm going to take some gels with me today because, to be honest, I probably haven't eaten enough, but if I eat again now, I feel like I'm just procrastinating even further, because then I'll be like, oh, now my food's got to digest, and now I've got to do this, and now I've got to do that. So I think the key is actually just, let's get out, and I'll have a gel on the route. I also am going to be testing out these shorts for a long run. These are just the Lulu shorts. I have a fear that my legs are going to chafe in these, because I think that these shorts ride up. I'm pretty sure I've done a 10K in them, and I did start to chafe, so I just wish I had legs that didn't touch when they ran, because that would make my life a whole lot easier. But I need to go. I need to get out on this run. Let's go. Let's stop procrastinating. Let's go. About 2Ks in so far. It's actually kind of warmer than I was expecting it to be. It's like 24 degrees right now, but aim of the game is try to keep my heart rate as low as I can. Although it's not completely in zone 2, but I feel like sometimes with the heat, it's also kind of hard to keep it low because your heart rate naturally rises when it's hot out. 5Ks in, so nice running slower. I feel like I've forgotten that slow runs can actually be okay. I feel like whenever I think about a slow run, I think, God, it's going to take me so long to finish it, but actually when you're just cruising, it doesn't feel difficult, and I like to listen to a book, and I feel like the time just kind of passes. 6Ks in, feeling actually pretty good. Gonna have my first gel officially halfway. I always find that once you hit the halfway mark, it starts to get easier. Maybe that's a lie, but I just feel like once you can start counting down rather than counting up, the run becomes easier. Onto my second gel of the run. I'm about just over 11 in, I think about 11 and a half in, so I'm going to have this gel and then 6 and a bit kilometers to go, like 6.5 kilometers to go, and then we're finished. 15Ks in. My knees are very sore right now, but 3 more to go. 3 more to go. Easy peasy. Like 20 more minutes. Guys, we're at 17K. Only 1 more to go. And it feels great to be almost finished. Guys, 18Ks, finish. Oh, longest run in like 8 months. Wasn't as tough as I thought it could be. Aside from my knees hurting, actually the whole run was fine. Like I said earlier, it was really, really nice to run at a slow pace. I actually don't know what my pace is, but I'll put it up here for you guys somewhere. And yeah, it just kind of felt relaxing. I feel like a lot of the runs recently I've been like accidentally sneaking into a faster pace, but today I tried to stay in a low heart rate. I mean, my heart rate's probably still quite high because like I said, it is hot. But yeah, I'm super happy to be done. Back, showered, feeling good. My legs, my muscles are feeling a little bit sore, but I do have a Pilates class booked for tomorrow, but I think I might cancel it and give myself a rest day. I am just gonna have some lunch, and I'm actually gonna cook dinner now at the same time, just so that cooking's done, and then this evening I can just chill. But this is my hair, right, when it's wet. And obviously earlier in the video I was saying to you guys, like, I wonder whether I've actually got curly hair, but this is my hair wet straight out of the shower. I haven't brushed it or anything yet. Let me know what you guys think as to whether, like, I don't think that this looks like it could even be wavy. Like, it's pretty straight down in my opinion, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, pasta for lunch. This part needs clean, so I'm gonna do a big old clean, and then probably watch a little bit of TV and chill out for a bit. For tomorrow. I did maybe burn the cheese on the job a little bit, but I do love this lasagna, so this is my plan for the evening for dinner. I am going to end the vlog there for this week, so if you did like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week.